storm has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Buffalo Bills. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
From the pistol, they run with Gordon. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston, it's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 43.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Check 50, check. Hey, stop.
Now Gordon on first down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Nigel Bradden brings him down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winston, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Winston. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Kenny Galladay, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run on first down. Swift. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. On first down. It's Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And finally down at the 32-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. From the gun, Winston. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 22-yard line. They'll run on first down. Gordon trying to run inside, but nothing there. Jerry Hughes on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd down, Winston. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Play fake. Winston. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Kenny Galladay with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Go! Let's go!
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Out. 3 down. Out. Slam. Tight. Middle.
Now this time, Allen will throw. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. So that'll back them up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Shift. Check 13. Half.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taken in at the 11. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0?
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
He got 29 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And some room to roam now. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsey with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
You better be afraid of me. 49, check 49, check 49. Look slow. Let's go.
Following the interception, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Switch.
Winston now. Open man is Galladay, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go, let's go. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Nigel Bradham, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So he splits the uprights, and it has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Going deep for Diggs. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Tight right, tight right. Regular.
From the gun, Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Jameis now on 1st down. And Jameis is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The first scoring update now from Carolina. And the Panthers, they're starting to pull away in that one. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. And a cut to the right and some open field here. And how about that for just running out the clock? Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 1st down, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Allen now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here.
Check, 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 check. X3, 218, chopper. Half 10.
Now Allen to throw. From the gun, he'll throw. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Pick 6 offense. Don't throw my side. Guys take over first and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good. So how about the turn of events there at the end of the half?
This is one where you go charging into your locker room having collected 3 points you didn't expect to get, and you look across the field and you see guys kind of pointing fingers at each other like, dude, how'd you turn it over and make us give up 3 right there?
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Jameis to throw it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. But bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
47-yard line.
319. Mike 50, huh? Check, 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 check. Gun.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a 3rd down. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
A first down throw for Winston. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down, Broncos.
From the red zone now, Winston. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Eluding the pressure right. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go. He's crashing.
On 3rd down, Swift. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
It's 4th down.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They do go for it. Here's Allen. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
first down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Like 56. Hey, wahoo!
Allen going to try and throw on third down. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
And the Bills, first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Come on. You better bring it.
They'll try the left side. Swift. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Now Allen. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Okay, it's time for me to break out my thesaurus for that one. And I don't have anything. That was amazing. One-handed in this weather. I mean, you know the ball's got to be slick. But to be able to catch it and come down with it, what do they call that? The process of the catch? He completed it all the way through.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Defensively, with this lead in the fourth quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're